So, moving on to the next world, which is creatively named World 2. World 2 is a desert world. You can tell because of all the pyramids in the background. Look out for all the cobrats spitting tiny cannonballs at you. They're almost as deadly as the pits of quicksand. Or these panzers, which are flowers that shoot fireballs. Man, I wonder where they got that idea. Oh, wait, they didn't gain that ability until Super Mario Bros. 3. So, who's copying who now? Once you get to the end of the level, you can actually enter a pyramid, and then you begin the worst part of the game digging your own grave. Okay, so what you are actually doing is digging up the sand to create your own path. Cool idea in theory, terribly executed here. The main issue is that if you run into an enemy here, there's very little you can do against it besides die. Better hope you can collect enough cherries to spawn a star to give yourself invincibility, which is another real sentence that I just said. Either way, eventually you'll be at the bottom of the pit, which leads to a door, which leads to another Birdo. How original. So now we have another desert level. There's really not much else to say about it. No pyramids this time. Hey, the Birdo at the end of this level is red. Well, looks like we're finally spicing things up here. Literally, on top of shooting eggs, this one shoots fire. Alright, one more level to go in this world. And surprise, it's not a castle level. It's a pyramid level that is very much castle themed. Ugh, more digging. Digatana, digatana. Once you get to the end of this level, you find another boss chamber. And the boss of this world is, what? Gleeok? Is that you? There is no escape, only Gleeok. Actually, this guy is named Triclyde. To think I was spooked by a guy named Clyde. Triclyde is a bit of a difficult fight. He shoots a lot of fireballs. But that's alright because we got plenty of mushroom blocks that we can use to bonk him. Once he's been bonked to the Shadow Realm, we can move on to the next world. Can you guess what this one is called? Correct. Delicioso. World 3 is a weird, weird, weird world. It's another grassland world, but the first level is basically a giant waterfall that ends with a trip up into the clouds via a magic carpet. Then the next level seems like it's going to be a normal level. I mean, it just has some shy guys riding on ostriches. It's all good in the hood. But then you go under the surface, and it turns out that you've been thrown into a cave adventure. Yeah, that's definitely what this game has been missing. Cave maze. And the final level of this world is a giant tower. We must ascend the tower. I must know, in this highly creative and unique world, what is it that can be found at the top of the tallest tower? Oh, it's another mouser. Well, that's disappointing. All right, let's just move on to World 4. World 4 is a snow world. Your first task is to cross the ice bridge, where walking marshmallows are attempting to murder you. Then you pull up some weeds, which turn into a rocket ship, which shoots you up into the next part of the level, where shy guys riding cannons attempt to stop you from crossing the street. Huh, no Birdo at the end of the level. Interesting change of pace. Speaking of change of pace, we got a sprinting level on ice. This is amazing and painful all at once. Also, we got whales. Look at those sly little whales. They're planning something devious, I can just tell. Don't trust the whales. Anyways, on to the castle level of this world. World 4 3 is a set of towers. So this is actually kind of interesting. To get to the towers, you have to ride the egg of a Birdo in order to get over there. Blew my mind when I figured this out at the young age of 25. The climb up the first tower isn't so bad. However, the only way to get down the second tower is to ride a shy guy all the way down. I fell into a frozen lake of ice, or however that song goes. Anyways, eventually you'll get into another boss chamber. What kind of boss could be waiting for us at the end of this ice-themed world? A giant ball of fire, of course. He's quite the Fry Guy, if you know what I mean. I mean serious, his name is Fry Guy. I don't know about you, but I imagine Fry Guy looking like this. Anyways, let's beat him to death with some blocks. That'll teach you to be a living contradiction. Ah, geez, he just split into 4 children. Ugh, why can't these attempts at murder ever be clean?